In this video, I'll be discussing the vestibular ocular reflex dysfunction. I'm not a doctor, this is not medical advice, and I am not diagnosing. These are just my opinions based on my own journey and what I have learned over the years. VOR, the vestibular ocular reflex. What is the VOR? It's a gaze stabilizing reflex. It uses the sensory signals that are encoded through the head movements. These head movements counter the eye movements, so when the head is turning right, the eyes are turning left. When the head is turning left, the eyes are turning right to provide a stable picture of the environment in the world. These are transformed into motor commands, and these motor commands generate compensatory eye movements with the purpose of keeping us stable in our environment and our head level with the horizon. And a normal individual, they have normal movement patterns and normal head movements that ensure stable vision and ensure the brain that is safe in a 3D world with gravity pushing us down constantly to the left. The eyes and the ear need to work together to provide a stable signal to the brain to allow smooth, relaxed muscle movements and patterns. This creates balance and a happy, healthy life. To create a stable picture that is constantly being analyzed by the information being sent to the brain as we move throughout 3D reality. This is a smooth process in most individuals that go through their life without even realizing it. But unfortunately for some people, there's a dysfunction and many things could go wrong. So imagine a clock, 12 o'clock to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. The neutral position will be 12 o'clock. But what if that neutral position between what we sense and what we believe it is different than what the brain knows it is? There's nothing broken, but something's dysfunctional and not working correctly. So what if that neutral position that we think is 12 o'clock to the brain is actually 20, 30 degrees to the left? And our neutral position is wrong because we're not using our left peripheral vision, because our neutral position is slightly to the left, which means our right eye and our left inner ear are doing all, if not the majority, of the work, and is suffering from sensory overload, brain overload, and is crashing due to too much distorted information being sent to it. Therefore, we are stuck. We are stuck in an unstable, distorted pattern. We are unable to move side to side, left to right, forward and back, like a normal human being. We have no balance, inner or outer, and we're living in a distorted reality because we are not using the left peripheral vision, and the right eye is working overtime as our head is default slightly 20 to 30 degrees to the left. Thus, we're stuck in extension. So imagine you're getting ready to go to a fight. You'll notice your body language, your chest is up and out, and your head is up and has a fight or flight. We have zero balance of the mind, body, and soul. So chasing miracle cures is not going to help because it's the pattern that's dysfunctional. It's not your fault. Medications can slow down the information, the bad information, the conflicting information to the brain, so the brain has more time to dissect it. But unfortunately, bad information into the brain equals bad information sent out to the muscles. And you did nothing wrong. You just were not aware, and you're not crazy. That's why the awareness is key, because when you have the awareness, it's like a light bulb going off, and then you start noticing the changes. But the changes take a lot of time because, like I said, gravity is the enemy. It's constantly pushing us down to the left, almost like a forward head posture. And to see the horizon, the head has to look up, which forces the upper chest, the rib cage to go up. And then we're breathing through our neck and into our lower back. And remember that the brain is blind. It's trusting that the information that's being sent is going to keep it safe. Fortunately, balance can be recovered. But it's not easy to reset patterns that have been programmed for years and years, and that the brain uses to tell where it is in space. But through awareness and correct movement patterns, slowly the brain will begin to accept the change. Knowledge is key. Knowledge on how to activate the left peripheral vision to get that pelvis oriented more to the left, to allow the upper torso to turn more to the right, which will unlock the neck and allow the neck to slightly go to the left, while the skull and the head go to the right. Opening up that left peripheral vision, your quality of life can be restored. And then you can live a life of happiness, no longer suffering, no longer hopeless. But it's through the movements, the patterns, that will allow us to use our left diaphragm and give the right diaphragm a break. So we can blow up our rib cage like a balloon, in and out, releasing all those tense muscles, all those locked muscles, and you will breathe a sigh of relief as you awaken to the truth that there's nothing damaged, there's nothing destroyed. It's just dysfunction, some dysfunctional movement patterns. And through this information, hopefully you'll begin to see through a clearer lens, and that light bulb will go off, and this will all make sense. So just remember, the world is full of beauty and wonder, and I know the suffering, but there is a possibility, there is hope to be reborn anew, with a greater appreciation of everything around you, your friends, your family, the world. And then you can become rebalanced. But like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy to change faulty patterns, especially without tricks or tools. But it is possible to get rid of the old signal, the old, distorted, faulty signal, and to correct the signal, to feel younger, loose, lighter, happier, healthier, once your balance is restored. The machine of the mind and the body will run smoothly and properly again. There is always hope. So in the next video, I'm going to dive deeper into the vestibular ocular reflex and what I'm talking about with correct movement patterns, because it's very important to engage certain muscles that have been turned off for quite some time, to release the muscles that are working overtime, just like the right eyes working overtime, and the right diaphragm, and many other muscles, while other muscles are either relaxed or just shut off completely, because if you don't use it, you lose it. And the most important thing to remember is that the brain is blind, and its number one priority is survival, and it will do anything it needs to. It will put you in any position to ensure its survival. Our goal is to incorporate correct movement patterns, correct breathing patterns, so that our seesaw become more level, and that the brain will trust both sides of our world instead of just one. So I thank you for your time. Please let me know what you think, if any of this makes sense. Once again, thank you.